Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle Zamora and this is Scent Talk from my closet, the fragrance closet. On this channel, we do go over all things fragrances. We talk about layering combos. We go over niche perfume houses. We talk about designer fragrances, celebrity fragrances. We go over lotions and hair oils and all things fragrance on this channel. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified to new videos, because you never know which fragrance house we are going to break down next. And this week today we are kicking off Lancome Paris. Really beautiful luxury fragrances in this house that I have just not ever gotten to explore. I've dabbled throughout the years, mainly when I was not exactly ready or my mother would not allow it. My very first memories of this house of Lancome is, when I would go to the mall, and just be over there in Dillard's at the Clinique counter, and then my mother smelling all kind of things. I've personally always also been into fragrances my entire life, including when I was a kid. My mother facial creams and oils, and just always keeping ourselves hydrated. We live in a very hot area, and so yeah, my mother would call them cremas exóticas, for her face, and she had a whole beauty routine, and she passed that over to me, the hygiene and always just smelling great, and messing with all. You should have seen our collection. And so she would always make sure to equip me with the Ralph Lauren's and the fruity fragrances, and especially this is one of my nostalgic scents, Sun Ripened Raspberry, from Bath and Body Works. Always my mother. So one of the first memories I have of Lancome is going up to those counters and just freaking out at the prices. Even to this day, like, what? These are luxury prices on these fragrances. They're not they're not cheap, and they are made with really good, great quality ingredients, and they work with some of the most renowned perfumers around in the fragrance world. So this Lancome Paris was founded in the year 1935 by, and I'm gonna mess this up, so I apologize ahead of time. This entire week I will be trying to learn how to pronunciate as best I can, but all these names are in French. So this was founded in 1935 by Guillaume de Ornano, I think, and Armand Pedegin. You'll see it, just look it up. Their very first fragrance was Conquête, meaning conquest, which is really like, let's conquest, let's do this. And then they did release 5 fragrances in their foundation year, and those 5 fragrances were debuted in 1935 at the World's Fair in Brussels. I like to give a little history on how the house started, and who began the fragrance house and all that. And you actually say Lancome, not like that. You close your O. You say Lancome like that. But I'm not going to be doing that because I just cannot. Okay, so Lancome, right? That's how you say this one, the brand. Oh man, so it was acquired by L'Oréal Paris in the year 1964. Interesting factoid. And it's been there ever since, this brand. And they came out with them 5 fragrances in their little boutique, and they also had a couple of makeup. They had a couple of makeup items, and that was it. So their cosmetics and their 5 fragrances in their boutique, and then they came out with a breakthrough facial serum, which they still hold the patent for today, and it was called Nutrix, I believe. So yeah, they were the first ones to come out with the facial serum and all that, and it's still really highly regarded. And then they recently won an award for mascara. So beauty industry, just interesting factoids, such interesting things. And so this week we're going to be breaking down the current fragrances that are available for us to purchase out there on the market. Nothing crazy, discontinued, hard to get a hold of, things. I was this close to going on that hunt for all the treasures, especially because it holds, you know, the La Nuit collection that I believe they discontinued in the US. I'm not sure if they also discontinued it in France, but I know in the US they're no longer available. So I decided against it and just to go with what the options we have available here. Maybe maybe that'll change later, but this is what we got. This is what we got going on. And today I want to break down for you guys the original La Vie Est Belle, and the La Vie Belle Intensement. Is that what it's called? La Vie Est Belle Intensement. Yeah, that's this one, right? Definitely. La Vie Est Belle Intensement. Okay, so let's start with the original. I did wear them side by side. The original fragrance is, this is the brand's best-selling fragrance, and it has been since the year 2014, but this particular one was released in the year 2012. It is classified as a fruity, floral, gourmand, pretty much one of the first of its kind as well. It translates to life is beautiful. Oh man, and the perfumers behind this fragrance were Olivier Polg, Dominique Ropion, and Anne Filippo. Renowned noses in the perfume industry. And you know, take this however you would like, but I've heard a lot about this fragrance over the years. I would always toss it aside. Every time I got a sample of it, I would spray it and be like, that's not for me. That's not for me. Something in the opening would just kind of throw me off about it a little bit. And then also everybody talking about how it's so basic and this and that. And you know, I'm not one to fall into that category, or I'm not one to say, oh, that's basic. I don't want to try it. I don't get put off by that at all. However, every time I sprayed the sample of La Vie Est Belle, I just felt like it wasn't for me. And then recently I had a friend was like, are you sure? I think you would love this. And I'm actually selling my bottle, you know. She's like, I don't need it in my collection. I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I want to try. So I got this full bottle of La Vie Est Belle, and I just could not be more pleased with it. This is beautiful. It is a beautiful fragrance. I did wear it. Today was not my first day wearing it. This is my second time wearing it. And you know, I've spritzed it a couple of other times, but I did wear it just to a short little dinner trip, and it was gorgeous. And today, of course, I paid a little more attention to it, and not to mention, going to give you the results on the full day wear. So this is a gourmand, yet a very elegant composition to this gourmand. And can you believe, I mean, here's the thing, the final formula for this fragrance, I'm not sure if you know or you're aware or you've read out there, it is the result or the achievement of 3 years of hard work working on this formula, 3 years of probation after they had already, you know what, I don't even know how many years they actually worked on the formula. I just know that it was 3 years of probation of the formula, and then there were 5,521 trial versions of this fragrance. They wanted to get it right. So they wanted to get it right before they released it to the public. And to me, you know, it's like, wow, no wonder it is your best-selling fragrance. I mean, you put a lot into this, and I appreciate it. I really do. These perfumers, there's some sort of magicians. They just put these notes together for us, and for us to enjoy and smell our best selves. So don't get put off. If anybody calls you basic for loving this fragrance, it is, just know that it is a gem. It was worked very hard on and just wow. It is a gourmand, fruity, floral, and it translates to life is beautiful. Beautiful. It's an eau de parfum concentration, this particular one. It has top notes of blackcurrant, pear, mid notes of iris, jasmine, and orange blossom. I love me a good jasmine orange blossom. That's a winning combination for me. As well as these base notes, praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. Love it. I love it. I love all of that. So this fragrance itself, on this side, is unstoppable. This fragrance is nuclear, completely unstoppable. Can I see it getting a little cloying, maybe in extreme heat? Possibly, especially if you oversprayed it. I mean, but if that's your thing, then go for it. But yeah, I kind of might see it being a little much. You know, but then I would just go light on the sprays because I would still want to wear it. That's how good, how much I enjoyed this fragrance today. I also, day two, second day in a row, that I cannot think of a layering combo at the moment because I just enjoyed it so much. The opening does smell, okay, so it's here, by the way. It is light. I have a very light, beautiful vanilla on my skin on this side, still on the clothes, crazy, and it's still projecting. We've gone 12 hours. We've gone 12 hours here. So let me talk about the opening again, because we have black currant and pear in this opening. And now I can see why I did. So maybe it just needed time. I'm honestly not sure how old this bottle is, but it is beautiful. Maybe because I kept spraying the samples, I kept getting just like a perfumey note, like just a dated feel to the opening. But no, not really. It changes. The black currant and the pear. Maybe it's the pear that is a little sour here in the opening of La Vie est Belle, the original. Yeah, but man, then comes the iris and the jasmine and the orange blossom just start rounding things out. I also will say that this one is heavier on the patchouli than the next fragrance we're going to talk about that I wore on this side. So head to head, you know, would you purchase La Vie est Belle, the original, or would you purchase La Vie est Belle Intensement? We're about to find out how, you know, depending on your likes. That is this one. Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Oh, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I really, really enjoyed that. The black currant is delicious, sweet, jammy, but sophisticated. It's a fruity floral gourmand. There's nothing else I can say about this. The iris and those mid notes are beautiful as well, and it's just that dry down is amazing and still very powerful. So La Vie est Belle Intensement. Now this fragrance took me back a little bit because I was expecting it to be, I always want to expect the intensement versions of things. Like I feel like intense, oh, that's going to be deeper, that's going to be stronger, that's going to be, you know, and then they're usually like not at all what I thought at all. So this fragrance, so whereas that fragrance, you got to be, you know, you might want to be careful with the heat and when you wear this fragrance. Oh man, but it's beautiful. I really do enjoy that. It's reminding me of, and it's not listed anywhere that this fragrance is like this, but all the wonderful black currants that we got from the Armani line, the Armani C Intense even. Yeah, but the Armani C Intense goes in a way different direction than this particular fragrance. Now, the Intensement. This has top notes of raspberry, pink pepper, and bergamot. I love it when they put the pink pepper with the bergamot. I do enjoy those fragrances. Oh man, it's got mid notes of heliotrope, orange blossom, and jasmine sambac. And so the heliotrope is like an almond vanilla smelling type flower. That is the smell it emits. And it's so nice. And then, so this fragrance also still has the iris. They toned down the patchouli on this fragrance. They definitely did tone down the patchouli. It has, did I say, yeah, we talked about the mid notes. Base notes, vanilla, iris, benzoin, patchouli, and sandalwood. So the benzoin is that resinous note that I am also realizing I am a super fan of. Anything that has that, to me, when it dries down or when it's going through its phases, smells like candy to me, like a beautiful powdered candy. Oh, I love it. So the opening here, really bright. So here's the deal. This is also strong, but it is not a beast performer like this La Vie est Belle. No, it's not. It is not, I cannot, this side is overpowering this side. Like, and it kind of did throughout the day, although I would have to pay attention to this. So I would say that the projection of that one is much stronger as well. I would have to wear this one completely on its own to get a better feel for the projection, because that one did overpower it today for sure. But did I enjoy it? Yes. So they were both here with me, although this one did tap out. It is not on my skin anymore, and it is faintly on my clothes, but it's here. It was on my clothes strongly till a good, what was it, like, it was a good 10 hours or so also. But that one's unstoppable. This one has already been stopped, but hey, like I said, I would like to do this on its own. So this is definitely the lighter fragrance of the two, even though it's La Vie EST BELLE Intensement. So the opening here of the Black Currant, that was the original, of the raspberry and the pink pepper and the bergamot, very, very fresh opening. Just like I like them, I've been realizing I really do like that. And then comes the orange blossom and the heliotrope in the mid notes, in the dry down. Once you get to this dry down, look at that. Oh, yes, it is. I would say that this one is definitely sexy. This is a sexy patchouli. Okay, and I would also say that this one is as well. However, I do get that really sweet candy-like note from this, whereas this one is heavier, you know, kind of maybe creamier, I would say, on this side. So it's also sweet. There's a lot of references that this fragrance smells like one of the treasures, La Nuit à la Folie. That's what they say that this one reminds them of. And yeah, so I didn't get a hold of that. It was this close. I almost got it, and I was like, no, I can't, because then I'm going to be in search of the Treasure Nude and the, you know, all of the line, and I'm not going to do that. So if you are familiar with the Treasure à la Folie, or you already have it in your collection, this possibly could be redundant. Could be. I believe they have a different opening as well. I think it's more so in the dry down that they're referring to, but I don't know, because I've never smelled it. I do not have it in my collection, and I've never smelled it before. So I'm kind of going based off other people's reviews on that portion, as far as it smelling like Treasure à la Folie. La Nuit Treasure. Okay, so definitely different enough to have in the collection both of these. Yes. And I do want to try. Oh, it was beautiful. This is toned down on the patchouli for sure. And it has a beautiful benzoin dry down. It really does. The sandalwood and the benzoin are beautiful in this, and like I said, it smells candied, like beautiful candy, but like a clear candy, whereas this smells like it has substance. Okay, so I think that was it. I hope I kind of distinguished from the two how they smell, what you might like or what you might not like from either of the fragrances. We have still 4 more fragrances to go, so we will be breaking these down. We have the IDOLE Aura, we have the IDOLE L'Intense, and then also I said the Aura and the Le Parfum. So we'll see. We're learning about Lancome this week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the channel and listening to me ramble on about Lancome. Thank you guys so much for your support, and you have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.